Hello, hello, can you hear me? Guys,
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we have number 1 and 55 here from the Dolphins team. So we just came out of the Dolphins-Panthers game. You guys unfortunately lost, but what will you do to build up for the next game?
I think we'll definitely work more as a team and make sure we're calling all the balls. Yeah. That was a little bit of our problem.
And we will improve our communication as well with each other.
All right, that's really important, I guess. Don't leave any space of the court open for them because a lot of teams are pretty good finding it. But you know, guys, I think you each have a chance, and I'll be commentating on one of your games tomorrow. So I'm really excited. I hope you guys are just as excited.
Yeah.
And well, yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
Warming up.
How are you enjoying the tournament so far?
I watched one game this morning and there's another game going on. It's wonderful to watch them play.
How do you think our team will do in this tournament?
I believe that they'll be in the top 3 and at least get a Ceesa trophy at this tournament.
Who do you think is our team's biggest competition?
Moscow, definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How do you feel about the tournament so far?
I think the coaches are doing very well, and I think they might have a chance to win.
Are you enjoying it yourself?
Very much.
Sorry.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you back for the second day of the tournament for the Cossacks, for the high school girls volleyball tournament 2019 here in KIS. And after the first day, we look at the standings, and we have the Riga Lynx with 3 wins and no losses yesterday. Very clear appearance with a 5-1 win to lose set ratio. Then next we have Moscow.
Moscow has 3 wins and 0 losses with no drops, no sets dropped. They have 6 wins, and so far they're on first place, which makes them like undefeated so far.
And then we have in third place we have the KS Cossacks with 1 win, 2 losses, just like 2 more teams here. However, they have a plus minus of 3 to 4 sets, which gives them an advantage over the
PSI. PSI is currently in 4th place with a win-loss ratio of 2 to 4, which has them at 1 win and 2 losses. This puts them at the advantage of
the Istanbul Dolphins, also the last team with 1 win and 2 losses. However, with a worse set ratio with 2 win sets and 5 lost sets. And finally,
we have Vilnius, who have lost all their games so far with 1 win, 1 set win, and 5 set losses, which puts them at 6th place. Hello, guys. Welcome back. Good morning, and I am Omkar, and this is Malik, and we are at the morning of and the first game of the high school girls Ceesa tournament.
and the games, Omkar, yesterday. It was all and everything, and just a whole big adventure down the scoreboard here. And it is interesting how the fixtures may turn out to be today. Especially, we'll be keeping our eyes on the game of PSI Panthers versus the Riga Lynx. Because if the PSI Panthers are able to defeat the Riga Lynx, that will put them in
First place.
That will put them in a win-to-loss ratio, which will tie them in the same 3-way tie between the Panthers, the KS Cossacks, and the Riga Lynx. And likewise, so that those 3 teams might be competing for the 2nd place against the AIS Moscow Penguins. And that will all have to be calculated by the set ratio.
How impressive is this? Moscow hasn't dropped a single set. They've won every single set so far.
And I believe they have a chance to keep it up the whole tournament and make some history here.
So, out of all teams, including these 2 teams, who do you think Moscow is the most vulnerable against?
I believe they have not played the Riga Lynx yet. So the Riga Lynx and the Moscow Penguins, they seem like those 2 titans that have never met each other. You know, the one from the underworld and then the one from the skies above. Yeah. So the matchup between them would be a spectacle, Omkar, and I don't know. I have no predictions, and I don't think it's fair to judge by the set ratio here. Moscow, obviously, impeccable record here with 6-0 sets.
6-0.
However, Riga Lynx 5-1. I mean,
that's not too far.
Yeah, that's not too far ahead at all. You know.
But also something that I would like to say: out of these 2 teams, PSI Panthers, who are they closest to? Which other team do they resemble?
In terms of playstyle?
In terms of playstyle,
overall?
Win-loss ratio, everything in general. Oh, miscommunication there.
That's
a rare miscommunication.
I think they resemble our very own KS Cossacks. I think the Kiev teams have been, after playing with each other so much, have been groomed to...
Kind of mixed.
Yeah, they have like their own culture about them, you know? And
okay, that's a miss.
Interesting.
I mean, that's a miss serve.
Is the score thing visible on the stream and everything?
I'll do it in a second.
We lost a
Happened
night.
yesterday too.
Why?
Panthers.
Oh my God, if stuff like that happens, please tell me, okay? It really matters.
Wait, didn't we tell you yesterday?
Panthers.
If I did, I would know it, right?
Who fixed it yesterday?
Did we take out a breaker or something?
Please, Panthers.
Where is this plugged in? Here.
Are the tech guys in school today? Like the IT?
What?
Are the IT guys there? Maybe like they know.
Well, it's a breaker or something. God, did somebody plug something downstairs? Hey! We lost power up here, so we don't
There's
have
no
any audio
connection.
right now. We're gonna have to kill the screen because of. Oh, God damn it.
Should we go?
Wait, no, don't kill anything.
Yesterday, someone did something with this Apple thing here. They plugged something out and plugged something back in, and they started.
Hey, back up. It's you and me.
Oh. It's good to see that they're cheering.
Cool.
The Iron Wolves.
Yeah.
But wait, are they Iron Wolves younger team? Or are they older?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but
We apologize for the technical
difficulties.
and all the inconveniences caused by this. So Omkar, let's tell our live stream audience the score so far.
So far, the Iron Wolves are 4 and the Panthers are at 3. We don't have a much big. Oh, this is a good sequence going on. Everyone's communicating. That's a good save. Now we have the Iron Wolves losing control, and that's off.
And Omkar, before things broke off and went not the way we expected, I was telling about the PSI Panthers and their record yesterday. They went 1-for-2, won their first game against the Istanbul Dolphins in just 2 sets.
Oh, that's a great block by number 20.
However, they were later to be dismantled, and the winners' euphoria disappeared against the Moscow Penguins as they lost in 2 sets. And then finally, my own favorite game of the day was the last game, Game 9, where the Panthers played the PSI Cossacks in a classic Kiev arch rivalry, and the Cossacks proved that Kiev is red in just 2 sets there. So therefore. And however, the Vilnius Iron Wolves, they were not as lucky as the PSI Panthers yesterday.
Oh, what happened to them?
Well, they currently have the worst record from all these Ceesa teams in this high school girls volleyball tournament 2019 side B
I also
division.
think that they're one of the youngest teams, along with Istanbul. I think
With
they're also a
Istanbul,
pretty young
definitely.
team.
I agree with you.
Oh, that's a great save. That is very rare for someone to be able to get the ball up that high. I think someone touched the net there. Oh, wow. Hey, I could call a carry on that. Great tip. Great defense by both teams, but PSI Panthers and their experience takes the lead on this one. So far, the score is 4-8, advantage to the Panthers.
And Omkar, do you think we'll be seeing a similar game from...
Oh, great tipping, great save.
A similar game as the game of PSI versus Istanbul yesterday?
PSI versus Istanbul.
Because you asked me what team resembles the Panthers the most.
Yeah,
I told you the Cossacks. And if I would talk about the Iron Wolves, I'd say the Dolphins
Istanbul.
because of their youth, right?
But also, what I see in the Iron Wolves is that they're a little bit like, I won't understand, but they're a little bit more communicative. I think they have more control over what they're doing. And so far, at least what I've seen is that the Iron Wolves are like, they're actually getting a back and forth series against the Panthers. Maybe it's because the Panthers are like in a slump today, or maybe it's because
they just
the
didn't
Iron
wake
Wolves,
up yet.
Oh, true, maybe. Or maybe the Iron Wolves are just like coming together
Speaking
now.
of waking up, I think I need my own coffee mug.
Ooh, boy,
Yeah.
you're just in high school. Don't overload yourself yet.
Okay, middle.
Who you calling little?
All right. We have the PSI Panthers. with the set.
8 sets.
Spike
Oh,
it.
saved.
To the middle ground.
To 8 again.
setup.
They have that
Fumbles it.
terrible miscommunication.
Communication there.
You can see that 8 meant to set it to
Yeah.
number 20, but number 20 just backed down,
thing
and then
there,
number
Omkar-
52 had to like fill in.
Yeah, the thing on card there is that they communicated with their eyes, not their tongues. Therefore,
Our coach says that you have to communicate some way, make eye contact with someone, because you don't realize how powerful eye contact is. Because if you initiate eye contact first, then you won't have to say anything. As a result, you won't have to give away to who you're spiking to.
Omkar, I think it's just creepy. You gotta say something, buddy.
Boy, I was talking the entire time.
I mean, like when you give eye contact, then you speak. You know, it's like mine. Yeah, you saw that greatly. The Kate.
No, but like if you do talk, then the other team knows who you're setting to. But if you make simple eye contact, then that's secretive. No one has like 40-20 vision where you can see who's making eye
We
contact.
see
with who.
how that secretive path turned out in a point for the
Okay.
Iron Wolves.
Well, I mean, it's not a guaranteed if you're not experienced with each other. And this is a high school team. Great overhand great overhand serve, set, and the first spike of this game. Oh, saved easily.
It's nice to
And-
see the Iron Wolves spiking the ball.
Yeah.
Really shows
Oh,
the
great
confidence they
tip,
have in
great
this game.
save, and it's a dig deep. Oh, she could have let that go into out. That's deep in the corner. I would like to see number 4 bend her legs a little bit more when she's trying to dig. Yeah, just like one of the PSI players just did. That's a great jump save, and oh. I would say that's number 7's fault and the digger's fault because you always want to get the ball up at least 2-ish meters high, not straight into the
The
setter's
whole
face.
Ceesa tournament, my favorite team. Miss Butterfingers there on that serve. My favorite team in terms of setting are the PSI Panthers. I've watched them. They're just a very professional team of setters. They always have players setting the ball
Great
smoothly.
underhand serve.
And not just great setters, but great finishers too. They have a lot of people who are airborne there.
So far, the Panthers take a 9-point lead. For anyone that's tuning in right now, I'm Omkar and I have Malik with me, and we're at the PSI versus Vilnius game, and so far the score is 7-14.
Missed that one. Both players missed the ball there. However, number 7.
So far, we have number 19 going into the serving line right now, and oh, she's an underhand server. It's rare to see. Oh, all of them called out, but it was an in. Now that's her own judgment. I would say that the fault is on the team, not on number or whoever went for the ball. I can't see her number right now. She's not turned around, but good save. Oh, and I would set it. Yeah, good. She sets it over, and that's good. That's a very good sequence right now.
And Omkar, if
Yeah.
PSI wins the set,
That is such a good spike.
oh, it's too far on that one.
Number 23 has to like.
Too much firepower.
Yeah. What were you saying, Malik?
If PSI Panthers win this set, they will be 3-4, which means that they will tie the KS Cossacks for the set win-to-loss ratio.
For the third place spot, right?
Well, yeah, they're all in place practically.
Yeah, it's a
in the
three-way
set.
tie with.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an out. That's a rare. We can see that's a rare like
Yeah,
out.
so they'll be tied with
from
KS
PSI.
for the third spot. And which at this point looks very likely to happen.
If I'm going to be honest right now, I think that this first and second place match will be versus Moscow and the Lynx, and our third place and second place. Third and fourth place match is going to be PSI versus Cossacks.
That's a fair prediction, but like I said, the most interesting bit of today for me is the game of Riga Lynx versus the PSI Panthers. I think the PSI Panthers might surprise us in this tournament. I don't think they've showed all their cards yet. And if they win that game against the Lynx, then it will be a three-way tie for second place between the Cossacks, given the Cossacks win their games.
Oh yeah, the Cossacks. But then wouldn't they have to get an extra game?
Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
However, the reason I'm already putting them on that list is because I believe the Cossacks will win.
Yeah.
Unlike you,
I believe in
PSI
them.
trader. But okay.
Hey. Just as I say, I believe in them. You're like, besides this trader.
That's just a cover-up, Omkar, okay?
Right.
We know your true aspirations. And where was I?
You
Yeah,
never
it
know
would
what
be
a
a
snake
three-way.
exists.
You sound like Game of Zones. You watch Game of Zones?
Yes.
See, I like you better for that. Or just hate you less. And currently, the Riga Lynx, they have had some trouble keeping up with the backcourt. A lot of naughty balls landing there in the backcourt. And it's a set from the Iron Wolves. Oh, excuse me. I meant the Vilnius Iron Wolves, not the Riga. Apologies. Accepted. So, ladies and gentlemen, for anyone tuning in now, it is the first game of the second tournament. We have the Vilnius Iron Wolves against the PSI Panthers, clashing out the first set. And the PSI Panthers are on an 11-point run, 11-point lead against the Vilnius Iron Wolves. Vilnius Iron Wolves have come short-handed at this current streak. They need a defensive stop immediately, as well as some offensive breaks, an offensive run and boost of their own in order to stay afloat in this first set. However,
So far, great. Oh, okay.
however, Omkar, the Panthers
Panthers have a 12-point lead.
are closer and closer to sealing this one for themselves.
But here we see the Panthers' experience showing and their power showing off. Now you can see the What do you think? What do you say about the Iron Wolves? Like, would you call this an experience or would you call this growth? Yeah. But like, what do you guys think? Would you guys say, yeah, Malik? As I said, would you call this an experience or would you call this growth? What the Iron Wolves are dedicating in right now?
Experience.
So you're calling this experience that the PSI Panthers are just taking out the Iron Wolves?
Experience and maybe a bit of a sour aftertaste after that last loss, Game 9 versus the KS Cossacks. I've personally saw some banter online on social media about hashtag Kiev is red, hashtag I told you so.
Oh, really?
So yeah, a little bit of
What have I been
drama
missing
and
out
tournament
on?
never hurt nobody. And I think, I just think that the PSI Panthers, they just look like a very professional unit to me, you know? Despite what happens, they just seem to have their heads in the game all the time.
Both teams have great communication, great serves, and like great 1-2-3s. I like PSI. I like how PSI often executes what they're trying to do. Now we just had a little goof up by number 12, but that's all right. Like everyone goofs up at one point, right?
Sorry?
No, it's just like both teams have great communication. Both teams have great
Yeah.
control. Great spike by by one of the PSI Panthers, and a slight miscommunication, but that's a
Good break
save.
there.
Number 12 gets the set, and oh, what a trick! Wait, luck or skill? Quick, 3, 2, 1.
Luck.
Oh. Okay, we get luck from Malik.
PSI Panthers with their
Great
serve.
overhand serve, and
Great
good serve,
touch
though.
there
Oh,
by the...
touch pass, set.
Oh.
Let's see if it's a spike. Oh, a standing spike. Great save by PSI, and now we have a tip in. Great soft and whoa!
Oh, nice.
Wow!
Nice play there. Nice touch there by number
23.
Hey, it's the numbers
takes
on the
it
back
out.
of her shirt, isn't it?
Oh yeah, she got that like hops now because of that.
She got that magic in the air.
No, she got the
20
Jordan in the air.
23-point magic in the
Yeah.
air.
23. No, please, no. I'm just gonna gut punch you man for that. Great save.
Ooh.
Someone
Good
touched the
touch
net.
there.
Whose is it? It's PSI touched the net apparently. Now we have. Wow, the Iron Wolves seem to have a little mini run out for like a comeback. So far, the score is Iron Wolves versus the PSI Panthers. I mean, and it's 14
Yeah,
to
and
23.
that's the offensive boost I was talking about for the Iron Wolves.
Oh, out of control.
And look at that! Look at that! The Iron Wolves are truly looking.
Yeah, they're like looking more energetic right now.
look at,
I would like to see some more like excitement from PSI.
Someone lit up the flame for the Iron Wolves. And
Great position by all the
case
PSI
the Iron
Panthers. Good save. Now we have the like a tip over, a
case-
dump, and it's a Oh, I think that's clever. That's very smart from one of the number 50.
And Omkar, another point for the Vilnius Iron
I
Wolves.
know, right? Like-
and in case they do make this incredible comeback, their record
So-
for sets will be 2-5,
2-5.
which doesn't put them really closer to any other teams. However, still a good, healthy sign
it's a
for
good,
them.
like,
Yeah,
start,
it
yeah.
still means they're breathing. Still means the heartbeat still
I
there.
love this energy coming from the Iron Wolves right now.
Another point for the Iron Wolves.
Now, I think when this run started, they were 9 points, or how many points down were they? Like around.
Oh, look at that!
Oh my goodness! They were 12 points down at one point, and now it's 5 points.
Wow.
It's a smart move by the coach to call a timeout right now, just to like smack just to smack down like the Vilnius Iron Wolves to cool them off. As a coach, what are you telling your PSI Panthers right now?
I'm telling my PSI Panthers to get back in this game and finish this thing off. At one point, they were just 2 points away, and then they had this run where they went scoreless. And
No, they were 12 points ahead at one point.
Yeah, I just mean they were 2 points away from 25 points.
Yes.
And the Iron Wolves went on an incredible run, as you said, narrowing that 12-point margin, a pretty
like now
significant
5.
margin. Yeah.
Now it's 5 points.
So what is that? 7-0
7-0
run?
7-0 run.
Incredible effort here by the
PSI seem to have a stronger like focus, and it's a spike, and that's out.
That's out.
Oh my goodness! Now it's a 4-point lead. It's a 4-point lead for the PSI Panthers right now.
Hey, Omkar, and I feel like the Iron Wolves might be squeezing even more significance out of this than there truly is. It just seems like the Panthers are just off. However, there's extra motivation now.
This 8-0 run makes this game so much more interesting.
And it's just...
Oh, that's it on the line.
That's on the
That
line.
That's in. That's in.
That's on
That's
the
in.
line.
That is in, people. This is a 3-point lead now.
Hey, Omkar, when you're power hungry like that, when you're on a
Yes.
9-0 run, you don't want to stop.
No way.
You just want a fuel machine, fuel this baby to
The
carry on.
PSI Panthers coach, they
Iron
need to call
Wolves.
the timeout to cool them off, but they're not cooling off anytime soon.
Iron Wolves are a freight train full ahead of steam there.
And it's a goofy. It was out. It was out. Oh no. Oh, this is 1 point. This is so close. This is so close. Now it's gonna be game point. This is game point, people.
Given if PSI Panthers ace
Score the
this
point.
one, they seal the deal here for the first set.
And
They don't.
3-point
It's a
lead.
mistake by the
3-point
senior.
lead.
She laughs it off. She knows that's not her usual self.
now the game point is saved by the miss. And now they have to win by 2 points. Now they have to win by 2 points. Instead of winning by 25, the Iron Wolves have to win by
And the Iron Wolves
26.
play it
which is
safe
5
there
points.
with a fist
Oh, good
punch.
block. Good
Whatever.
save right there. PSI Panthers talking, and that's
Oh,
another mess
listen.
up. Now, if the Iron Wolves score another 4
Number-
points, they win. They need to score 4 points. 3 points, it doesn't matter.
And number 19 misses that shot, and she calls for a direct substitution.
The game point is saved by number 3, and now 23
Clearly.
with a very soft and good serve. Mess up.
Oh, another
by
mistake by the PSI Panthers. Would you look at that? And
Now it's no
Omkar,
longer game points.
it no longer a game point. Well, look, the Panthers will
Iron
look
Wolves have to score 3 more
to
points. in order to
26.
win.
Yeah, win by 2. Am I right?
Yeah, win by 2. We can see
the
communication
Panthers.
between. And that's an easy set. And let's see what happens. Oh, this is scary. This is scary. This is very scary. If I'm the PSI Panthers, I would be on the edge of my seat right now. Wow, so far.
Well, we
what
are
run is this?
definitely on the edge of the Moody booth here.
This is what? A 12-0 run? No, not a 14-1 run. This is a 14-1 run.
Yeah. It just
Good save.
14-1
Save
run.
and
The game is tied, Omkar, here in the
Ooh.
first set.
spike. They don't miss.
What's the call for the ref?
I'm sorry, I'm walking all over the place. I am so excited for this.
That was definitely
The PSI Panthers now, if the PSI Panthers get this 1 point, this is game point for number 4. Let's see. Oh, they save it. They put it over, and
the Iron
wow,
Wolves.
I don't see a lot of communication, but that's all right.
Oh, unfortunate there break by the
And
Vilnius
the
Iron
PSI
Wolves.
Panthers take the W. This is a well-fought game. This is a well-fought set from the Iron Wolves. This is something that's going to lift their spirits up. This is a heartbreaker for the Iron Wolves, but that's okay. They have 2 more sets if they win the next set. This is something incredible so far.
And if I'm the Vilnius Iron Wolves right now,
I am
sure
not
I'm
discouraged.
disappointed, but at the same time I'm pumped at how close this
Yes,
was.
this
I'm
is
pretty
incredible.
sure they have some adrenaline running through their veins here for the second set. And it was truly incredible to watch this one play out. Judging by the way it started, I would have never predicted it to get so close.
I was thinking of more of a blowout type game, like,
And
by when they were up by like 22 to 8. I mean,
Yeah,
22
22.
to 10. Yeah, they were up
Somewhere
12
around there.
points, and they deleted that margin and the PSI Panthers won by 2 points.
Yep.
That is incredible.
PSI Panthers had a double-digit lead, and mind
Yes.
you that it's not basketball. It's not like 2,
Yeah,
3
it's-
points.
no,
it's
1
actually
point.
1 point, yeah, making even thus more significant. However, Omkar, I think, despite it truly not being a comeback
Yeah.
as per the scoreboard, I think we can say this was a comeback.
was a
for
comeback.
The
I,
Vilnius
I
Iron
think
Wolves.
the Vilnius either are gonna break now or they're gonna make it. Either they're gonna make it or break it right now. Depending on how they take this loss, they either are gonna beat the PSI Panthers and go on a winning streak, or they will lose and then, what do you predict if they lose this game? I think that they might not come back from this loss if they lose.
I agree with you on this one.
Uh-huh.
But for some reason, this deep underdog fan inside of me wants the Vilnius Iron
Yeah.
Wolves to win.
Oh, so you see the Vilnius as underdogs right now.
Yes, definitely. But however, Omkar, they have not been playing the way you expect the 0-3 team to play.
Yes, so far they've been playing more of like a mid-range game, like a second
And
place or third place game.
Omkar, the set ratio now for the Panthers and the Cossacks is tied.
Oh. So right now,
both
for
teams-
third place, a mess up by number 11, right?
Yes. Number...
Yeah, she was killing them in the beginning.
Number something.
She's a great server normally. Is that number 23?
The Iron
Good
Wolves take the
high-arcing.
lead there.
High-arcing
However-
shot, and good save by number 54.
Omkar, I want the Vilnius Iron Wolves to
Oh,
win.
that's out.
I want them to win.
So, like, do you think PSI Panthers can like shake off this like incredibly tight feeling inside of them? So far, they've missed both of their serves. Do you think it's all? Do you think they got in their heads? Do you think that it's something with their heads that they're like kind of scared or kind of nervous right now?
It might be. If I judge from the last sequence, the way the first set ended, it was not. It was not that the Iron Wolves' firepower or offensive schemes were just too much for the Panthers. It was that they were just over top of their own heads there.
No, I think it's a combination of both because there were a combination of Butterfingers and there were also a combination of like Iron Wolves doing plays that we've never seen them.
If you look at the way the PSI Panthers conceded the points, it was mostly due to their own fault rather than the Iron Wolves' offense.
Well, I mean, you have to give some credit to the
No,
Iron Wolves
definitely
offense.
there's credit.
Yes.
I'm not discrediting the
Yeah,
Iron
okay,
Wolves.
good.
I'm just, and there must have
Good
been
set.
something.
Oh, that's a poor miscommunication.
Regardless,
between
there must have
23.
been something that set off that worry inside the
Yes,
PSI
yes,
Panthers.
that's exactly
Perhaps
what I'm
the
saying.
feeling that, wow, these underdogs are playing us to our level.
Yeah. In a few minutes, we're going to be joined by the athletic director, Mr. Curry. So he should be appearing.
He should be appearing in the Moody booth.
He's one outgoing guy.
Reminder that this is Mr. Curry's last Ceesa, outgoing on both ends. Yeah.
So in a
So,
few
yeah.
minutes, he should be appearing somewhere around here.
So it will be nice to see the
Oh,
sweet
again.
old good Mr. Curry.
Oh my goodness. But again, we see a tiny miscommunication between the the Iron Wolves. And do you think they kind of like, do you think that they're going to go back into this like Dragon Ball Z mode? What is it called?
Bakugan?
Super Saiyan. Yeah. do you think-
Super Saiyan mode.
Yeah.
All
Do you
right.
think, Bakugan, bro.
Sorry.
You're taking me back to my childhood.
Yeah, I'm not
Oh,
a nerd,
still
okay? I
child.
just
Yeah.
collect cards and collections.
As I was saying, like, do you think the Iron Wolves are gonna go back to the Super Saiyan mode and go on this like 12-0 run?
Boo. Man, I wouldn't mind it. But I think this game, more realistically, should be an exchange, a trade-off of points, you know?
Yeah. So far, it's very close.
Yeah. But I can see from the PSI body language, and I might be wrong here, they look a bit startled, I don't know.
No, I don't see them talking as much.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It just seems like they're not their usual selves, you know?
Yeah, I
I praised
understand.
them so much in the beginning of the game for being this calm, collected professional unit. However, here, they
Like,
just don't
they-
look comfortable in their skins.
They are calm,
you know?
but like they're not exactly.
Yeah, but not in the good way, you know?
Yeah. I wouldn't say they're demoralized yet, but like they're not playing as they were against like the Cossacks or something. Oh my goodness. Now, to be honest, that one serve could spark them back to life. Like, what do you think? Malik, what do you think? Could that one serve like spark them back to life?
Could be.
Oh,
But I
they're
remember
back.
that-
Oh, miscommunication. No, that's just what you would want to do here is like back off. Number 13 would back off.
That was the life
to
we're
have
talking
him
about.
out.
We'll
Yeah.
see. We'll
the
see.
ball
if
was
they-
originally going out, so if I was number 13, I'd kind of back
We'll see,
off.
because
Right
number
there.
54 yesterday
yeah.
had at least 2 missed serves yesterday.
Missed serves?
Yeah, she
Uh-huh.
had some pain in her. She has like you can see a little bandage on her serving hand. The
Oh, yeah,
hand
that's
she serves
right.
with. Perhaps that might have been something
might-
that caused
yeah, she might have
some
an
pain
injury
in it.
right now.
However, so far she has done 2 pretty decent serves,
Mm-hmm.
and I know her to be a decent athlete.
Oh, really?
From the competitions I've seen in basketball.
Ah, so she's
volleyball.
an all-around like sports.
Yeah,
a sportswoman.
Yeah.
So now the Panthers are taking off an early 6-point lead. Is this going to be a story retold where the Panthers stick out to like an early win? Oh, who do we have here? And hey, Malik, say hi to Mr. Curry.
Hello, Mr. Curry.
Yep, Mr. Curry just left me hanging. Good morning. So how are you this morning, Mr. Curry?
I'm wonderful. Excited for an exciting day 2 competition, Ceesa High School Girls Volleyball.
So you've been here for 7 years as a you've been here for 7 years as a Kozak. Are you cheering for the Panthers because they represent Kiev, or are you going against the Panthers because they're a sister school?
Okay, I think it's just you and the
That's
piece up.
That's a tricky question. That's a tricky question.
That's a miss.
I'm gonna stay in the middle of the road, take the high road. Say, I cheer for everybody. You know, I cheer for good sportsmanship. I just want to see the teams respect each other, play hard, and at the end of the day, whoever wins wins.
You sound like one big sportsmanship trophy, Mr. Curry. You know, if it could speak, that's what it would say. Mr. Curry, your impressions of this Ceesa so far, and the way Ms. Geary handled it, and the sports
And the
council.
sports council.
This, as you know, this is the first time that we've had our students take a lead role in organizing and running the tournament. And my predecessor, Ms. Geary, will be coming in next year to take over, and all of them have done an amazing job. Just absolutely thrilled with what they've been able to do.
So after KIS, where are you planning to go?
I'll be moving to Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan next year. Yes.
Oh, Kyrgyzstan, right? Yeah. Wow. That is somewhere in the middle of Asia.
Curry, will you still be watching our live streams all the way from Kyrgyzstan?
I will absolutely be following the KIS nation for a long time to come.
How much longer are you planning to be working?
Working or coming to school?
Both.
Well, you'll never work a day if you love what you do.
That's perfect.
I saved you on that one, Mr. Curry.
That's a good save. Oh, no. I mean, obviously, I have to be here to the end of June, and I'm looking forward to finishing up strong and making one of my old directors once told me, you know, before I leave here, to leave a thumbprint, leave something that people will remember me by, and hopefully in the next couple months I can do that. 7 years later.
Your work has touched many people all over the world. You can say that confidently. I can say that confidently. Many people, like out of other schools, will just come around and hug you, and I'll be like, "What's going on?" And they're like,
Yeah, there's
"Oh,
a
he
big
came
legacy
here, like,
around
5
Mr.
years
Curry."
ago."
Oh, you guys are trying to make me cry.
I think Central Europe is the only place in the world where Marty Curry is more famous than Stephen Curry.
Oh wow! That is
True.
incredible. That's incredible.
Before I have to run, but before I go, I just want to say to all of the people watching that my hat goes out to these young men who have spent all their day yesterday and their Saturday today to make sure that all of you listening and all of you watching have an opportunity to see your grandchildren and your children play if you can't come to the games. And my hat goes out. These guys are amazing. And I hope that all of you watching understand the amount of effort and work that has gone into it. And make sure that you leave a little comment for them on the website.
A nice
Tell them
comment.
they're great. Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Okay, bye, Mr. Curry.
Let's go. Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you. Okay, so back to the game. We have.
That was Mr.
he's a
Curry
nice guy,
alongside on
isn't
us.
he? But back to the Iron Wolves versus the Panthers. So far, the Iron Wolves have 7, and the Panthers have 15 with an 8-point lead. Outside, you can hear some You can hear some communication starting up in the PSI Panthers again. Number 19 with a good save.
Oh, look at
my
that.
goodness. Wow.
That was an acrobatic whirlpool. Truly looked.
Yes.
That might have been the PSI Panthers on the floor, but that was a dolphin move.
Yes,
You see the way-
exactly. I was going to say that. Like, I think PSI learned something from Istanbul.
She forgot about her skeleton down there. That was a whoop.
Oh,
Moody
no.
Booth's excited.
Yep. The Iron Wolves are at an
8 to
8-point
16,
lead.
Omkar.
I mean, the PSI
Do you
Panthers
see the
are.
same Iron Wolves that you saw the first
I
time?
hope. Like, no, literally, if this happens once again, this is going to create an incredible story for the Iron Wolves.
Yeah.
They're going to come home. Oh, no.
If the Iron Wolves-
They might come home and be like, well, I mean, there was this team called PSI, and they were beating us by about 12 points, but then we came back, and then we ended up winning the game. Like, if this happens, then they're going to have a story to tell.
Man, they will be retelling that story to the grandchildren, I bet.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. Here we have the Panthers setting up a play. Number 54 with a spike. The villainous Iron Wolves handle it well. Omkar, I'd like to point out attention to the girl in the middle for the Iron Wolves.
Number 4 or number 23?
Yeah. The one who just fell down. On
Yeah,
the floor, getting
number
up on her
23, I
feet.
think. No.
With those rosy cheeks.
Oh my God,
She
okay.
has been the one who has been balling out, sweating out every possession on the ball, talking to her team. Making
you can
sure,
see her being initiated every single time.
making sure her
Number
teammates
7.
aren't unmotivated, and I think she's a crucial factor behind that comeback attempt in the first set. And I'm hoping number 7, and I'm hoping
Yeah, number 7.
to just see her do this
Over and over again.
Yeah, and regardless of whether they win or lose this current game, I want to see them fight till the very end.
She's the heart of the team. Would you say that?
She is, yeah. The Draymond Green.
Yeah, the Draymond Greens of the team, and then their coach could be the Steve Kerrs of the team.
Yeah.
Who over here on the PSI team? Who do you think is the Kevin Durant of this team? PSI team.
I think mostly everybody's loyal here, you know.
Oh, come on. Okay, fine. Who's the Montrezl Harrell of this team?
Montrezl Harrell. Oh, but that's like someone you wouldn't expect, you know.
What?
Like Montrezl Harrell, he's an animal and he grinds.
Yeah, exactly.
But okay, but he is visibly considered first an underdog, the way he was drafted and all that. I'd say
on the PSI team, who do you see that?
Man, I gave a lot of compliments to number 12 yesterday. The one who was scanning the ball well. In terms of how much of a...
Oh, great kick save. Great tip, and is that an out? That could have been an out. But...
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Great spike, but it goes straight out.
Look at that cross-court play there.
Cross-court play.
By number
PSI.
1154. I just seem to be a bit too excited on that one.
Yeah. But that's great communication.
Yeah, that is great communication. How they found each other from all the way there.
And she said out. There's in and there's out.
But I loved the communication, Omkar. I loved it. Absolutely.
Number 12, number 13, a tip over to number 7. Oh, great save by PSI.
7.
Number 7 sets up.
Consciously.
And, great save, but that's an out. Number 13 probably put too much pressure on her right hand and just flipped out, but that's okay.
So yeah, Montrezl Harrell would be number 12 for me because she has been a defensive safety net all time around here for the PSI Panthers. What about you, Omkar? What do you think? Who are you?
Someone who's gritty and someone who just leaves her heart on the court. I
Someone
would say
who's pretty? What?
A gritty.
Oh, okay.
Someone who's gritty and leaves her heart out on the court.
Keep your heart out of it, okay, Omkar?
Oh, come on. No, but as I was saying, someone who leaves their heart out on the court would be number 54 to me. At least I see it. I see her hustling all over the court all the time. I'm not saying that anyone else isn't hustling, but I would just see that she's something exceptional right now. Both teams have kind of died down communicatively, don't you think? Or do you think it's just more strategy?
I think the Panthers are still there.
Panthers are still there?
In terms of communication. We've just seen it a sequence ago. Iron Wolves, I agree with you. Yeah. Totally up
They're not talking as much.
Not as much.
Come on, guys, talk!
No, here they are. We see them in a huddle.
Yeah.
Trying to patch things up, trying to stop the leak in the roof.
Oh, this is a story once again. 12 to 22. Let's see what happens here. And we see that the Iron Wolves are back into focus a tiny bit. And that Luck or skill by PSI. Malik, luck or skill by PSI. That's
Skill.
Spike. Skill. Okay, that was a deep corner, so that's why. Great serve by
that was-
PSI
that was
and
skill.
a little goof up by the Iron Wolves. Do you see what do you see from the Iron Wolves body language right now?
I feel like the Iron Wolves that they wanna get. Well, currently the Iron Wolves are trying to. Well, yeah, it's over, ladies and gentlemen. First game of tournament day 2. The Iron Wolves can. Ratio there. A great outing here by the PSI Panthers. They've done their job in 2 sets, what they asked for. The more experienced team. Unfortunately for the Vilnius Iron Wolves, despite the incredible effort from the first set there, an attempt to come back. Need I remind you, ladies and gentlemen, rewind, watch some of that clip from the first set, and you'll be stupefied if you go to like 2nd minute of the game and then you move to the 20th game. It's an incredible sequence that happens throughout. And currently we'll be grabbing an interview with one of the PSI Panthers, one of the seniors to have been so incredible and fundamental to their victory. And we'll be passing it over to Omkar.
Hey guys, I'm down here with the PSI Panthers number 11. One question: how are you right now? How are you this morning after this game, completely?
It was good. Second set was great. First set, it's kind of hard playing with different people on the court sometimes because we all have people that we play better with. So at the end, we kind of switched it up, and it didn't work for us. But that's okay. We came back strong, so that's good.
Okay, I don't know if you know this, but during the first set, the PSI Panthers, the Iron Wolves went on a 14-1 run. So they scored 14 points while you guys scored 1 point. What was going through your guys' heads in that huddle? What did your coach tell you? What was going through?
I don't know. We were just kind of, we got a little emotional. We started playing not how we usually play, and then different people started coming on. So it was people we don't usually play with. We all play with certain people usually on the court. So for us, that was kind of a shocker because you're not really used to playing with some people. So it was a little hard for us to work with each other, I guess.
So what did your coach tell you? How did you guys get into the game? Because you guys ended up winning by 2 points. What did your coach tell you?
Well, we kind of we decided to set the same people we usually play with. So, for example, I came on and I played with the people that I usually play with. So we kind of rearranged the formation. That helped us because then I wasn't in the mindset that we're losing because I was off the court, for example. So then I came on and I was like, okay, that kind of helped lift the team, I guess. So a couple of us were coming on and yeah.
So it's just kind of being calmed down. And communication got better. I could see it from up there. Okay, thank you for spending time with me, and I won't hold you back anymore. Bye. So I'm gonna go back up to Malik up there. See you guys.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. That was Omkar entering the PSI Panther, and we'll meet you back live shortly for our favorite Moscow Penguins, the favorites of this tournament so far, against the Riga Lynx. Well, this will be a banger, ladies and gentlemen. This one is certainly one unexpected thing, and we'll see you there. Thank you.